Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Hello and welcome, everyone, to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. About to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back to throw, it's Penny. Makes the catch, it's Flanagan. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They start the season in the top 10, ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on 3rd down coming up? Do you want to keep trying to run the football? I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? Do you want to spread him out? Maybe go zone read in the middle, give your quarterback the option to keep it? Or do you want to bring the big fellas in, go jumbo formation, and just try to impose your will? All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Aggies! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. They're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They boot it away on fourth down. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it with the jet sweep.
I love the execution by the defense here. Hey, listen, the jet sweep obviously more and more popular. We got to contain the edges. We can't let him get wild outside. Nice job containing the football. Everybody rallying and limiting the damage on the play.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad.
There he goes! Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
To the air. It's Penny. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. Pocket breaking down. Right on the money. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. And he'll haul it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hands it off. Shoots his way for more.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Power football with the run. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Tar Heels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Takes the grab past the marker. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. Nice move there. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's Key. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think. Out if you're the play caller on offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He leaves it with his back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. He now has 53 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Hauls it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 5 clash today. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just one over Clemson. We will circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The lone back's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Turning it on! He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work. The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to pass, it's Penny. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to...
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
It's a running move. Touchdown, UNC! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Penny. Fires to the tight end. Quick with the spin move. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man quickly. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Bank of America Stadium, home to the Panthers here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Tar Heels ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Penny. Get it out on the screen. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Doesn't matter what time of season it is. A top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. They just keep firing. Now he's going to break the pocket. He breaks into the open. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Punts it out of the air. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch him, man, he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Back to throw, it's Penny. Looking for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Buys a little time with his feet. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heel! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the tailback. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Katie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Shorts. They're setting up the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Finds his man, it's Flanagan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Shorts. The quick out. Touchdown, Tar Heels! A great catch and run for 6. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They're working that left side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Penny. Pulls it in. It's Flanagan.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wants to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. He's looking to pass. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Aggie! Fit it in the window for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on! They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. And some room to work. Got the first down and more. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Give him 105 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. The Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Shorts. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. The throw. Grab near the marker. It's Terrell. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using the quick game. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Snaps it in the shotgun. Lets it fly. Wideout trying to get it in. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Penny. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He breaks a tackle. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Connection to the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The give to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
To throw, it's Shorts. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Catch in the middle. It's Cooper. At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Cooper. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Let's go. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now on 2nd down after the short completion. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him.
Breaks into the open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Penny. Looking to buy time. Fires to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. Moves around to clear up the vision. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that
throw to the end zone, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Racing down the left side. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Penny. Snags it over the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Cortez. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They'll snap it on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out?
And it's his 4th interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
It'll be a draw. He's in open space downfield. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Out of the gun, the inside give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, it's Shorts. Got it in the middle, it's Terrell. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Snagged in the middle. It's Cortez. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking to throw again. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right here because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense
converts on 4th down. Still going. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Penny. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
And this offense, man, it's just been one of those days. And they're not going to want to watch the tape, but they haven't put up a bunch of points. They're getting scored on a lot. It's one of those days you want to forget, and adding a drop to the tally is just the cherry on the sundae.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. That'll be first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Flanagan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some...
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the lone running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw it shorts. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense competing on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off play action on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Fires left. Got his man. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Rushes on him. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into a lot.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here's the handoff. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. He'll try it again. Oh, he's got some space. And that is how we will wrap this one up.